So we're going to start out in cat-cow. If you find that you want extra padding, then just flip your mat over, or you can use a knee pad or a cushion. So just spreading the fingertips, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, open out through the hands, inhale, let the belly sink down, lifting up the head if that feels okay. And as you round the back, tuck the tailbone, feel like you're going to burst into the ceiling with that upper back. It's a really lovely place to close down the eyes, focus on the inhale as you let the belly just hang and letting that back dip down. Rounding the back, feeling that lovely mobility through your spine. Really focusing on your breath, inhale. Exhale. And then coming back to that neutral spine, slowly bringing the body up, relax the shoulder blades, lengthen that crown of the head away. Step the right foot forward. You're just going to start out in like a high lunge. So knees over the ankle, and you're lifting the body up here. If this feels okay and your lower back feels okay, you can let that front leg just gently slide forwards. Keep as much of the back leg into the ground as you can. So I've got the front of the foot, as much of the shin pushing into the ground. That takes pressure out of the knee. And I'm just letting my hips sink down towards the ground, but I'm making sure my back feels good. And I've still got my shoulders stacked over my hips. So I'm trying to avoid this sort of leaning forwards, but if any reason that you need to do that, please take that option. Otherwise you're keeping the body here. That'll give you a gentle back bend, but if that feels too much, you've got that option to gently tilt the body forwards. And then we're going to change sides. Right knee down, left foot forward. Start out nice and square, lifting the body up. And then if it feels okay, letting that knee tilt forwards. Slowing down the breath. I have the sensation that I'm bringing both hips, but it's the right hip where you're going to feel this, that right hip down towards the mat. Slowing down the breath. The front foot's pushing flat into the ground. The toes are not gripping on in any way. Straighten out. And then we're going to sit into child's pose. I'm going to walk my knees really wide. So I've got my knees the full width of the mat, my toes are together. And then I'm going to sit back to begin with. I'm sitting back onto my heels. It might be your knees are tight and it might be that you're lifted. Feel free to stick a cushion in here and then walk the body forwards. The intention of this pose is the bum works down towards the heels. Relax the shoulders. Slowing down the breath, and then get rid of this extra padding so I don't feel I need it and it's distracting me. So I'm going to reset my body. Let my body slide down, trying to let that chest sink down as much as you can and let the head just go. So my head is fully rested onto the mat. If for any reason your head doesn't rest, so say for instance you're here, which is not unusual because your hips are tight, maybe your knees are just needing that little bit of openness. Bring your elbows under your shoulders, then lift up and support the head and reset the body, or build a little stack with cushions, or make a little pillow with your hands. Wherever you are, let the body sink, slowing down the breath. You might prefer the arms wrapped around the legs. You might prefer the knees together. Just taking whichever variation of child's pose works for you. Slowly bring the body up. This is a lovely mini little sequence that you can fit into your day, which will open out into your hips and just be really kind on the back. Enjoy.